Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Chris Storm representing VPW, and I am your host for the Dante McGregor versus Dalton Ross pre-Rise press conference. I know we're all very excited for the return of VPW, but I would like for those in attendance to take their seats as we begin shortly. Now, while we prepare for Mr. Ross and Mr. McGregor to arrive, I have been graciously given the opportunity by VPW management to give you a massive, exclusive announcement for the upcoming premium event, VPW Rise. Dalton Ross versus Dante McGregor is going to be a first round matchup for a new tournament in which we will be crowning the new VPW World Heavyweight Champion on Rise. That is correct, ladies and gentlemen, a new World Heavyweight Champion crowned in a tournament taking place on Rise. Furthermore, we're going to see these brackets fill up from those who are defeated in that tournament to crown a new VPW television champion. So to recap, we are having 2 tournaments, 2 titles across 2 nights. The brackets will be made publicly available following this conference so that the viewers at home know what to expect for this coming event. Now that we have announcements out of the way, please welcome our guests, Dante McGregor and Dalton Ross. So we're going to begin this conference with questions being handed to me from the crowd, and I want both of you to try and keep this as civil as possible. Agreed?
Sure, whatever.
Not a problem.
All right, then let's begin. This question from Miss Haley. Everyone is aware that the last time you two faced off, Dante came out victorious. What do you think went wrong, and what do you think you can do to come out on top this time, Dalton?
What's wrong with it? I'll answer that for you. What's wrong? He's fucking shit. That's all it is. He's just shit.
Mr. McGregor, this is a civil conference, and would be very appreciated if you were to be patient and respect the turn of your contemporary. Mr. Ross, the floor is yours.
Well, to be honest, I don't know what went wrong. I gave it my all, but in the end, Dante picked up the win. However, when Dante was trying to get in a cheap shot after the match, I wasn't going to have it, and I speared his ass through the ropes. I'm surprised he's still able to walk after that. And as for your second part of the question, I'm going to train hard, be focused, and keep doing my best, because a hero never gives up.
Dante, your thoughts?
Well, number one, your spear is weak. That's why I got up right away, like falling on a bunch of pillows. And number two, it was pretty obvious, Dalton, that I was trying to help you to your feet and carry you to the back to get some medical attention. I was really worried about you. And not one time did I attack you after the match. Innocent and proven until proven guilty is what I say. And Dalton, let me tell you something. You are still the scrub that you were over a year ago. You are still a scrub. But that's the past. All right, that's the past. Because let's talk about now. Let's talk about Rise. Let's talk about Dante McGregor beating the ass of Dalton Ross again, because that's exactly what's gonna happen. Make no mistake about it.
Very strong words from each of you here. High tensions. Let's cut through that a little bit. This next question is for you, Mr. McGregor. So this question is from Mr. Michael Antoine. Dante, other than the match you've had with Dalton, you haven't been as active as most fans would have liked to see. Despite your winning your last encounter, what do you have to say about the potential of ring rust?
What kind of question is that, Michael? If you want to talk about not being active in the ring, look no further than the boy next to me. I mean, really, this kid has been nowhere. Other than being on the pre-show of Slam Force, what have you actually done, Dalton? What have you done? Because let me tell you something, everyone. You could fit the number of televised matches that Dalton Ross has had on one hand. But, Michael, you want to say that I have ring rust? Come on. Better question, please.
Well, quite the bravado from Mr. McGregor here. Dalton, any response to what was said?
First of all, help me. Dante, everybody in this business knows the kind of stuff you do. You were clearly the definition of a dumbass. Everybody knows, hell, even the commentators of our match knew you were going for another failing dynasty. I was smart enough to get out of it before anything else bad happened. That just shows I'm one step ahead of you, Dante. Always have and always will be a
You
step
call
ahead
my
of you.
move by its proper name, or I'll come over there and I will beat your ass. Falling dynasty. That's a knee to your face, a knee to your nose. That's exactly what
Mr.
happened,
McGregor.
and that's what happened with the 1, 2, 3. What?
Mr. McGregor, this is the second warning. If you talk out of turn again, we'll be forced to mute your microphone. Thank you. This next question is from Mr. From Mr. Crow. Dalton, having just been signed to VPW, what does this mean for your career, knowing that you have been training and grinding for an opportunity like this? Your folks back home must be proud. Your friends and other loved ones must be proud. So just give us a little insight on how big this moment is for you personally.
Well, to be in VPW means there is an opportunity for me. I mean, ever since I started my career in RWF, I was on a rocky start. To RPW, to Rookie Showcase, and Slam Force. I mean, from there, I just didn't know what was next. But as I was working at my local Planet Fitness, I got a text message from a guy named Connor Green, and he asked me, "Do you want to come work for me?" And my immediate answer was yes. To finally be recognized and to join VPW would be an absolute honor.
And Dante, this question from Mr. Crow is actually addressed to the both of you. So, Dante, how big is this moment for you?
Well, before I answer that question, I'm sorry. I just can't help myself, really. Planet Fitness. The same place where all the people who don't want their feelings hurt go.
It's a
The
respectable
same
business.
place that has an alarm if you make too much noise. You know, that's what's wrong with you, Dalton. You're soft. Like, if I saw you trying to rob me on the street, I would laugh in your face and watch as you do absolutely nothing about it. And as for the question, this moment is just that, a moment. This is just another day at the office for me. Dalton wants to claim he's been to all these promotions. He's mentioned, he's been everywhere. He's been RPW, RWF, wherever. It doesn't matter. He's been to all these places. Well, guess what? He is lying to each and every one of you. He might have been there, but guess what? He was never, ever signed. Why do you think he's always been on the pre-shows or been only in the promotion for one match and then dipped? I mean, it's pretty obvious. I guarantee you that this right here in VPW, this is the first time that he has ever put pen to paper. It is no secret that this guy for his entire career has been on the same payroll as local competitors. And a big part of it is because that's exactly what you look like, Dalton. A local competitor. But hey, who am I to judge?
You know, I think at this point we can say goodbye to any potential Planet Fitness sponsorship. But gentlemen, we are running out of time here, so I'm going to have to ask for some closing statements from the both of you. So again, please remember to keep this civil and all tidy together. Dante, we'll start with you. Clearly, you still have a lot to say. What is your statement?
Well, me personally, this press conference was a waste of my time. A press conference is supposed to promote a big blockbuster fight that's going to happen. Instead, I'm here talking about Dalton Ross. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing for this company that they hired him. It's embarrassing even more to me that I am mentioned in the same sentence as this guy. I've had a harder time in sparring than whenever I fought you, Dalton, the first time. That's the truth. And guess what, Dalton? You know you have no chance against me. And I want you to look at me whenever I say this to you. You have no chance against me. And you know what? I am so confident in that statement that I will make a wager with you, Dalton, because I know that back home, money is a little bit hard to come by. I mean, after all, you were on the same payroll as local competitors. So I will put my VPW signing bonus on the line for you, Dalton. But guess what? Whenever I beat you, because let's be real, that's what's going to happen, is that I will beat you. Your contract at VPW, your very first contract, it will not be in the hands of VPW. It'll be in the hands of Dante McGregor. So, Dalton, what do you say? I mean, after all, you and I both know that you have absolutely nothing to lose. Oh, and make no mistake about it for all of you out there. All of you are looking at the new VPW World Heavyweight Champion, Irish Dante McGregor.
A very strong word from our competitor here. I mean, personally for me, I would take the bonus any day of the week. I'm certainly not paid enough, but for you, Dalton, how do you feel? What is your closing statement to everything that was just said?
No, Dante. After all those years of fighting you, you know I never backed down from a challenge. So my answer to you, yes. And after I beat you at VPW Rise, I will go on to win the tournament and be the new VPW World Heavyweight Championship. Good luck, Dante, because you're probably going to need it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are now out of time for this press conference brought to you by VPW. We want to thank our guests Dalton Ross and Dante McGregor. We want to thank you all for your attendance and time. Be sure to watch these two go head-to-head in the first round tournament proceedings on night 1 of VPW Rise. Tickets are on sale as soon as this broadcast is over. Thank everybody for all joining us today. Please drive home safe. I'm Chris Storm, and good night from VPW.